Hi, I'm Connor and this is Critter Vibe. Today you get to know us a bit better. I thought I'd explain how it all started. I've always thought exotic pets were cool, but about 18 months ago I looked into getting my first tarantula. After a few weeks of researching, in November I took the plunge and bought my first 3 spiderlings. The species I chose were Chromatopelma cyaneopubescens or green bottle blue, Grammostola pulchripes or Chaco golden knee, and finally a Brachypelma boehmei or Mexican fireleg tarantula. As you can see from their pictures, they were all pretty small when they arrived, about 2 centimeters I would say. To begin with, I fed them on fruit flies but quickly moved to mealworms. Along with mealworms, I began feeding them small crickets. And now I've also started to introduce red runners into the diet. So after 1 year of keeping these 3 species, how have they changed? Should we take a look? In reverse order, we'll start with the Brachypelma boehmei. As you can see, there's quite a bit of difference here. That mealworm's probably about 2.5–3 centimeters long, and is much smaller than the tarantula now. Another obvious change, perhaps more obvious, is the colour difference. She now has a beautiful velvet black colouring with the fiery red legs that she's named after and a matching carapace. Okay, well, she's decided she's had enough now, so she's going to go and find a quiet spot to eat her dinner. Our next tarantula is the Grammostola pulchripes or Chaco golden knee. Now this one wasn't being very cooperative, but she did manage to come out and grab a snack. Hopefully you can see in this photograph that the golden knee has grown quite considerably. It's probably around the same size as the fireleg. I did the best I could with a very uncooperative green bottle blue here, but I hope you can see that he's far outgrown the other 2 tarantulas, which just goes to show that they can grow at different paces depending on the species and the sex. I'd never get tired of watching the GBB webbing up its home. It really is such an interesting behaviour. Anyhow, let's go back to the camera room. As you can see, the changes in the 3 spiders is quite significant. They've all grown at different paces and they've all changed colours. The Grammostola pulchripes, he had a hard time with 1 or 2 of his molts and actually lost 2 legs. But the amazing thing about tarantulas is that if cared for correctly, they can actually regrow their legs. And he now has all functioning 8 normal legs. The most significant change came from the green bottle blue. He was really pretty as a spiderling, and each shed, his colours and patterns changed. As you can see from him now, as a juvenile / sub-adult, his colours are completely different, but he's still a really good looking spider. He's also really fun to watch, as he loves to web up his container, and each time we move him into a bigger enclosure, he has to start the process again of building his web. I enjoyed these 3 spiderlings so much that a few weeks after, I bought 3 more. To find out which species I bought, tune into the next video. I'll catch you then.